Well, evidently I have to turn the video off to turn the camera around. So here we are. This is another picture of Jesus. He's become a big boy now. And in this picture, we see the big men he's talking to. These older men are preachers and teachers. And the boy Jesus is asking them questions and telling them things about God. These men cannot understand how a boy can know so much about God. They do not understand that this boy is God's very own son, Jesus. Now, here's our little 3 questions, and I'll pause, and you can see if you can answer them. You can say it out loud when you think you know. So the first question is, who is this boy? If you said Jesus, that's right. And why are the men surprised? Because he knows so much for a young boy. And why does that boy know so much about God? Because he's God's very own son, that's right. And that story's in Luke 2, right after the Christmas story. Okay, so thank you, Jesus, for coming down as a human. Thank you that you know just what it's like to be a baby and a boy who has to mind and be obedient, even though you made the whole world. So Lord, help us to follow your good example and to care about the things of our Heavenly Father. Amen. All right, now let's go to the, let me put a little marker there in a minute. Let's go to our riddle, our insect riddle. And here it is. Can you guess? They all have 6 legs, and most all have wings. Not all of them, but most. They eat up our cabbage and all kinds of things. They live in the trees and under old boards. Some live alone, and some live in hordes. Sometimes they help us, and sometimes they harm. When they hop, skip, and jump over garden and farm. What do you think we're talking about? Does anyone know what kind of animal we're talking about? I'm going to stop and count to 5, and you say out loud what you think it is. Okay, let's see what it is. 6 legs and sometimes wings. Was it a butterfly? Well, a butterfly is one of them. Let's see what we're talking about. We are talking about, oops, hang on, I almost got my hang of this. We are talking about insects. It's almost as easy as falling off a log to guess the answer to that riddle. The 6-legged creatures that do all the things that I said are insects. Did you know that insects are animals? We call them bugs, but they're a kind of animal. And you may see different kinds all this summer. You see them every day. Butterflies are insects. You see them flying through the air when you're on your way to school. Mosquitoes are insects, and we know about mosquitoes, don't we? Whoa, we have a new respect for them. They bite you when you're outdoors on a summer evening. Do we need to be afraid of mosquitoes? No, not here. Only in places where there's malaria. They're just annoying and make itchy bites, yeah. If one lands on you, just flick him off. Other insects that bite you are fleas. Fleas are insects, and if you ever have a dog or a cat, you may get fleas in your house because they love to live on dogs and cats. You have to get special collars to drive them away. They get in your dog's hair and they suck the dog's blood down by his skin. Ants are insects. Do you ever see ants crawling around on the driveway? It's really fun. If you ever see ants, don't step on them. Ants are good insects. They work really hard. They work in teams. They know how to work together. And you can learn a lot by the ant if you just watch them. See what they do, see where they're going, and see what heavy burdens they carry. But sometimes they get into your mother's kitchen, and then we have to get rid of them because we don't want them in our sugar, in our cereal, do we? Bees are insects. They make honey. Is that a good insect? Yes. But we don't like to be stung, do we? This book is all about insects. Okay. All right. That's our story for tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. I love you. And Grandma misses you. And I'll try to do another story for you later. So watch for my Marco Polos.